How's it going, everyone? Dominic here from Film Overload. Sorry for the inconsistent uploads recently. Just work and life has just been absolutely crazy, and I haven't really had time to upload. But I wanted to make this quick video to really get something off of my chest. When I first created Film Overload, the original goal was to just express how much I love and appreciate films, talk about them, reviews, and all the 9 yards. And at first, it was really, really fun. I would upload movie reviews, I would upload just thoughts on things, and they weren't getting a lot of views. But I was a brand new channel, and that makes sense, obviously. But I wasn't getting the views I was hoping for. And so one day I just decided to do something different, just record something different. And that video ultimately was the live action How to Train Your Dragon race swap video, which has over 500,000 views already, which I had no expectations of at all. And that video is really what put my channel on the map. And so I thought, wow, okay, so let's make another video like it. And I just kept going and going and going and going. And it was fun for a while. And as you see on the screen here, all of these videos played a massive, massive part of why my channel is where it's at right now. But there's one problem. Now, obviously, you guys like the news videos, but my problem is those get views. But when I post something that I'm very passionate about, whether it be a review or a film discussion, it just does not get the views I'm hoping for. And I think that I've backed myself into a corner with this channel, and I went away and I totally veered away from what this channel was originally going to be about. And it's just not fun making these news videos. Yes, I know there's a bunch of YouTubers out there that are doing this kind of content, and I applaud them for it, but that was not my original intent on this platform. And if you go back and watch all of my older videos, it was all reviews and just discussions and rankings and things like that. But it's just not fun making these news videos anymore. And it's just mentally taxing, it's exhausting, it's stressful, and they're just not fun to make. They're just not fun to make. And another reason why I don't want to make the news stories anymore is just simply because I just don't care. I don't care what's going on in Hollywood anymore. I just don't care. Just let it all burn, let it all rot. There's hundreds of thousands of great movies and franchises that we can talk about. And yes, I know those videos are the reason why my channel is where it's at today, but after a while, it's just not fun. It's really not fun. It's ultimately become a chore. It's a chore, and when it becomes a chore, then you really start to see your passion just kind of deplete. So in this video, I am excited to finally announce that I have a new channel in the works, and the channel's name is 16mm. The 16mm channel will be the official home of a podcast that is currently in the works that I'm developing called the 16mm Podcast. And this podcast is a deep dive into certain films, certain decades, certain genres, and the whole 9 yards. And it's just really what I initially wanted to do. And hopefully I can really engage and interact with you guys and just discuss on why we love movies and why we love films so much. As like I just mentioned, that was the original goal of Film Overload. It was never about the news stories. I just did that because I thought it'd be a fun topic to cover, and it just blew up, which I am very, very thankful for. But it's just not satisfying anymore. The news videos are just not satisfying. And hopefully with the 16mm podcast, I can really just express my original ideas for this channel and really discuss why I love movies. Now, for some of you, I know that you primarily subscribe to this channel for the news videos, and that's perfectly okay. That's really, really okay. I know this seems completely out of left field, but it's just something that I have to do for myself because it's just not fun anymore to make these types of videos. So hopefully the 16mm channel will really be a gateway and just a avenue that I can use to really hone in those original ideas that I had for this channel. So now the question is, what happens to Film Overload? Well, a couple of things. I have decided that the channel will still be active. It will be solely for news stories. However, there is a caveat. The upload consistency will be pretty up and down for Film Overload because I'll be heavily focused on the 16mm channel. And like I just mentioned, if you're subscribed primarily for the news, that's okay. I understand that. That's how you probably found me, was through a news video. And I would understand why you wouldn't probably want to subscribe to 16mm if you're only here for the news. And like I said, that's okay. Just expect not as well of a consistent upload schedule for Film Overload compared to the 16mm channel. So in my closing thoughts of this video, I just want to heavily express again, this is not a goodbye. I really encourage you guys, if you want to continue to support me, please subscribe to the 16mm channel. The link is in the description below. And like I mentioned, if you're only here for the news, that's okay. And I can totally see why you wouldn't want to jump over to a whole nother channel. And you can continue to be subscribed to Film Overload. As of the moment, there is no set schedule for the 16mm podcast or the channel. But when there is, when I find topics and potential guests for the show, I will let you know through a video and a couple of updates on the community section of the channel. But until that video and those updates, guys, happy movie watching. Take care.